Good morning, TikTok. Thank you for coming today. My name is Miss Katie. I'm that vegan teacher, and I've been vegan now for almost 10 years. Thank you for coming in, Leah. Hi, Mystery. Hi, Hunt. Thanks for coming in. We're here to, thank you. You're telling me the time already. I love that. Yeah, for me, it is 5:22 in the morning. It's Monday morning here in Italy. What about you guys? Let's get to know each other. Where is everybody from? I got YouTube over here and I got TikTok here. What time is it for you guys? Let me just see here. You're in the USA. Tell us the time and tell us which part of the world you're in. So don't just say, like somebody just wrote 11:23, but some people have, there's two 11:23s, right? There's the morning one and then there's the night one. So always say morning or night or something. Okay, so happy Pride Month. Oh, is it? It's June, right? Happy June 1st, everyone. That reminds us of the flag. By the way, I'm eating breakfast. So somebody said happy Pride Month. So this is a flag. And, people talk about Pride Month. They talk about being gay or lesbian or bisexual and all that. But I prefer to think of this flag as a freedom flag in general. So I don't know what is to be proud of. Like if you're straight, should you be proud to be straight? Should you be proud if you're gay? Should you be proud if you're a lesbian? I really don't think that it's about pride. That's why I like this flag. I call this a freedom flag. It's a freedom flag, really. People just want freedom to be themselves. They don't want to be tied up. They don't want to be commodified or used, exploited. So why I think this is such a great flag is I think that it applies more to the animals, What do you guys think? Freedom for everyone? What I like about it is that it is colorful, and so it also represents a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds that we can all eat. That's what I think, anyway. You guys let me know what you think. If you want to come in and talk to me, you can. Let's see who's at the top of the list here. Somebody whose name is, I don't know. I can't really tell what your name is. It's kind of something where something.
Hello?
Well, welcome to my live stream. I'm Miss Katie. What's your name?
Emma?
Okay. Did you hesitate because you didn't want to give your real name or something?
No, I'm sorry. I've just never been in this type of live. I'm nervous.
What are you nervous about?
I'm about to eat a big-ass juicy steak.
You're nervous about that?
A big-ass juicy steak.
You're nervous about eating? Well, that's probably because you want to be vegan deep down. Not even that deep. If you're nervous about eating an animal who didn't want to die, maybe you should try to eat something else instead. So this is oatmeal. It is made with oats and chia seeds and flax seeds and hemp seeds, which are high in omega-3 fatty acids. The hemp seeds, good for you. High in omega-3 fatty acids. Hemp seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds. So a tablespoon of each and a bunch of oats and all kinds of fruit in here. I have some cranberries, sweetened actually with apple juice, so they are not sweetened with sugar. There's no sugar in here. I also have 2 dates that I cut up really, really small because dates are very sweet. Lots of oat milk. Let's see, I have some cinnamon flavor. I have apple, banana. I have little pieces of walnuts in here and pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are good for you. They're high in magnesium. There's also some sunflower seeds. So thank you coming in. Thank you for coming, guys. Let's see what else you guys are writing. What if I ever had vegetable or fruit in my life? Okay, come on, guys. You have to write something that makes sense, okay? Otherwise, I waste my time reading something that doesn't make sense. Do I believe in God? I don't think that is the right question to ask. I think the right question to ask is God good? And I think everybody knows that God is not good. It's hard to admit to ourselves, but God has done so many terrible things and God isn't actually even smart. So I think that the most important thing that we can do is to try to be kinder than God every day in our choices. God isn't helping the animals. Vegans are. Every day vegans wake up and they think, okay, how can I not hurt the animals today? Every time vegans eat, they only eat vegan foods. They don't choose violence. They don't steal milk from cows. Because every time that you're drinking cow's milk, you're paying somebody to kill their babies. Because cows only produce milk after they've had a baby. Right? Yeah. Oh, let's get the comments going with the vegans are showing up. Unfiltered secrets. Somebody writes, Miss Katie, when did you decide you wanted to become vegan? Oh, you know what? That's a question I have ready here because people ask that a lot. I'm going to move my bowl for a second, guys, because I'm afraid I'm going to knock it over. Anyway, I'll show you first, though, okay? So this is my breakfast. I've already eaten about a third of it. There's a lot of water in there, a lot of soy milk, and all kinds of fruits. You can just put whatever you want. It's so healthy. It's got lots of protein, lots of good fiber. Fiber is what you need to keep your gut microbiome healthy. And meat has no fiber, and you need fiber. Fiber is the new protein. Okay, thank you for asking, and here's my vegan declaration day. I'll just show everybody on YouTube first. June 27th, 2016. That's the day I stopped eating any animals or exploiting them in any way, making really the conscious decision that I was gonna not hurt them. So when you guys choose to be vegan, make sure you make a card like this, and you can put it on your fridge to remind everybody in your family to support you and to not hurt animals. You can also encourage others. You can also put something like this on your computer. You can write Happy Vegan Declaration Day, your name, and the date. I just decorated mine like this. If you guys want, you can take a screenshot of this and make a card similar for yourself to help remind everybody to cheer you on. Now, what you're going to find is when you come out as a vegan, there's some pretty mean people. And what the mean people will do in your family, even your family and friends, you're going to find out when you become a vegan, you're going to find out who is kind and who is not kind. The kind people will support you. You come out as vegan, you say, Mom, Dad, or whoever, brother, sister, friends, I've decided to be vegan. I'm coming out as a vegan. And when you do that, you're going to find two reactions. One is they're going to support you, and that's the right reaction. They're going to give you a hug, and they're going to say, oh my God, that's so great. You came out as a vegan. You're not going to hurt any more animals. You're not going to eat bacon anymore. That's great. You're not going to put 6-month-old baby pigs into a gas chamber and kill them. Wow, good job. When you become vegan, hopefully the people around you will say things like, I'm really proud of you because you've made a decision that's going against the cruelty of society. And that takes a certain amount of bravery. It does take a certain amount of bravery, but you are all capable of it. All you do is you just don't steal from animals. And you can go through your life happily knowing that you are not a hypocrite anymore. So when you come out as a vegan, a lot of people are coming out as gay, lesbian, because it's June 1st now. At least it is right now here in Canada. Or sorry, I'm not in Canada right now, in Italy. I keep switching countries. I have a super chat here. Let's see what this person says. Person says, paid $9.99 and wrote, believing Jesus Christ, but then they never finished their sentence. To the person who just gave $9.99 on YouTube, you never finished your sentence. You just wrote, believing in Jesus Christ? What about it? What do you mean by believing? Believing that Jesus was a person who existed? Are you saying believing in Jesus Christ is bad? You didn't write, okay? You're gonna have to put another super chat in to fix that, right? Because you have to write a proper sentence so we can understand what you're trying to say. Maybe the person doesn't believe in Jesus. I don't know. All right, next one here is somebody wants to come in and their name at the, oh wait, hold on. Guys on TikTok, if you talk to me, I want you to be an adult and in good behavior, okay? You have to be kind. Let's see what you got. Oh, we have another super chat here. And this person writes, you need to, oh, it went flying to the top of the screen. That is so weird. Hold on. Okay. Person writes, you need to he. You need to he gave us. You need to what? You need to he gave us animals for a reason. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but animals are here with us, not for us to use. Animals are not our slaves. They're not cars. We're not supposed to ride on top of them and kick them and whip them. Animals are here for us to protect, not to eat. Animals are not here for us to abuse or use. Animals are not here for us to saw off their heads. An animal is not bacon. An animal is a sentient being with the right to live. Okay, so I don't know what you're trying to say here, but maybe you're trying to say that you agree with me. Animals are here for a reason, for their own reasons. Just like all babies are born to just be who they are going to be. But by the way, if you are on this planet right now and you're a bit lost, some people right now are actually thinking of ending their lives. Some people are really depressed. And sometimes I got depressed because of how terribly the animals are being treated. But what you can do is you remember that you are here to help. That's why you are alive. You are alive to help others. That is your mission. When you see something in your life, an animal that goes by, be kind to the animal. If you see people, be kind to them. I have to admit I'm having a hard time being kind to people who hurt animals. I find that they are cruel and I have a hard time to be nice to them. Like the other day, I was outside. We were doing an event called Anonymous for the Voiceless. I was filming that where people were holding TV screens and had masks on, and people recognized me and they wanted to have their picture taken with me. And I don't like that. So I said, why do you want your picture taken with me? I don't even know who you are. And they said, well, because you're famous. And I think that's stupid. Why would anyone want their picture taken with a famous person if they don't know them, just to be able to say, I met Miss Katie, I met that vegan teacher. And then everyone around would go, so? I mean, if you told me that you're vegan, come up and talk to me for sure. But to have your picture taken with me just because I'm famous, fame is not the goal. Kindness is the goal. Fame is not the goal. Keeping eggs underneath baby mother chickens, that's the goal. The goal is not to steal from animals. The goal is to us unite as vegans and to help them. Thank you guys for tapping on the screen, by the way. Keep on tapping and I'll talk to some of you guys here. I have another super chat here. And this one says, Jesus Christ made a sacrifice for a reason. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if you think that somebody hurting themselves is a sacrifice, I don't see how that makes any sense at all. Unless, let's say Jesus sacrificed himself in a sense that, well, no, I'm not even going to call it a sacrifice. Because us being vegan, it's not a sacrifice. Jesus was murdered. Jesus was a dude who apparently was a nice guy. But I even have questions about that. If Jesus was supposedly magical and could put his hand on someone's head and could heal them, then you would think that he would be going all over the place as fast as he can, trying to heal as many people, right? But did he do that? So the question is, did he actually have magical powers? I don't think so. Because if it was me, if I found out that I could put my hand on my head, on someone's head rather, who was in a wheelchair, and I could help them to walk or whatever, blind people to see, I would be going all over the earth as fast as I can to try to heal as many people as possible. But that's not what Jesus did. So I don't think that he had magical powers. I think that Jesus was probably a really good guy. And I know, though, if he did exist and he was sitting beside me right now, he would tell me I'm doing a good job. And he would tell you guys that you should stop being hypocrites. You should stop hurting animals. You can't love animals or be a kind person if you pay people to stab them or put them in gas chambers and lower them down for a slow, painful death that feels like they're burning from the inside out. That's what they do to pigs. Only 6 months old. It is sickening. Let's get to the next person here. Thanks for the super chat, though. But again, I'm not sure what you mean by Jesus made a sacrifice for a reason. Jesus was murdered. That's it. Nothing changed at all. In fact, if you think about it,
Hello.
religious people are quite cruel. Most of them eat animals. Hello, welcome to the live stream. I'm Miss Katie. It's 5:38 in the morning here. What time is it for you?
It's 11:38
Where are you in the world?
p.m. I am in Pennsylvania.
Okay, yeah, I knew you were on the east coast of the United States because you are 6 hours before us. So for you, it is still Sunday night, right? And for me, it's bright and early Monday morning. Would you like to read a card?
Sure.
Okay, cool. We're going to talk about the ethics of animal treatment today, okay? Actually, I'm going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this one instead. We're going to talk about why you were born vegan. So do you believe that people, if somebody's gay, do you think they're born gay?
I believe they can be. I don't think they're born gay. I think they can transition into liking men, or men or women, depending on like their thoughts and stuff in the future as they get older.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is, do you think that somebody who's gay can become not gay?
I think you could always change the way you feel about the opposite gender. You could always expand your.
Are you straight or gay?
I am bisexual.
Okay, I get you. Okay, I get you, because I'm the same. I'm married, and I'm happily married, and I'm monogamous. So I don't, have other relationships. But I get you, because I'm the kind of person. I guess we're similar. You like fall in love with a person, not necessarily their gender, right? You are attracted to people. It could be either one, right? Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying though, but you were born that way. That's just the way you are. Some people are straight and you cannot make them gay, and some people are gay and you cannot make them straight. And why would you even want to? Just let people do whatever they want as long as it's consensual. But here's the thing. We're also born vegan. You were born vegan. Let's read why, okay?
Okay.
Here you go. Can you see this? Is it enough in focus?
Kind of.
Do your best, all right? Can you see it?
All right.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
You were born vegan. You
never wanted to hurt animals. When you were little, if you were put in a room with a rabbit and a banana, it would never have occurred to you to bite the bunny. Your instinct would have been to love and protect the rabbit, not harm her.
What do you think about that?
I think it's correct.
Okay, so we agree that you were, hey, thanks for the sunglasses on my hair. Looking kind of cool. Oh, you put big hearts just like I have on my sweater. I found this. I find so many clothes in the garbage here in Italy. We have these big bins that you can put stuff in, but if you want to deliberately leave it for people to pick through, then you just leave it right beside the bin. Everybody just picks things out that they want. And so I brought the other day a whole bunch of clothes. I put it down, and then I came back with other clothes. I've had this for a while. I don't know, if I get tired of it, I just put it back. It's like a big library for clothes. Anyway, okay, let's keep reading the card. So, when you were small, you played with toys.
When you were small, you played with toys that look like animals, and you loved to learn about them in books. Sadly, over time, you were brainwashed to pay people to murder and steal from animals instead of being taught to remain vegan. Thankfully, though, you can go back to your roots and be vegan again. Join us, make today your Happy Vegan Declaration Day.
You are a very good reader. I want to thank you for coming today to read a card. A lot of people have trouble reading, and they also have trouble thinking straight, and you seem like you're a pretty rational person. So what stage are you at with your vegan journey? It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. What do you know so far about veganism?
I actually just started becoming vegan about a year ago, so I don't really eat meat or anything like that, obviously. I know a little bit about it. I'm trying to always learn more and expand.
Okay. Okay, so you're not really vegan. What you're doing is you're learning, right? You're not vegan yet. The day that you're vegan is the day that you tell everybody, you tell the world, I'm done with hurting animals. So you're a good guy and you don't want to hurt animals because you already stopped eating them. But you realize you're still paying people to hurt them in the dairy industry every time you eat cheese or drink milk. You know about that, right? You've seen me before talk about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why don't you tell everybody what you've learned? By the way, don't forget to tell everyone to tap on the screen 100 times each. What number do you see here? I see 15.1.
I see the same.
All right, guys, thank you, by the way, also for the little roses. I know that, Jason, you put some roses before, and Alicia, too. I'm sorry if I'm not saying thank you for all the decorations. And if you want to be next in line to talk to me, put a puppy on the desk. That usually brings your name right to the top. So if you're like, because right now, let me just see how many people are lined up. We have 67 people who want to talk to me. I'm going to try to go through people, but if you really want to go to the top of the list, put a puppy on the desk or another animal, like a giraffe or something like that. Okay, so how many more animals should be harmed before you decide to be a good man and stop paying for the dairy industry and the egg industry?
None.
Well, it sounds like then this is your vegan declaration day.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what you can do, okay? You declare to the world that June 1st is your vegan declaration day. That means from now on, you're never going to buy anybody's body part. You're not going to buy anything that was stolen from animals. I know it can seem daunting, but you can really do this. You can finish the stuff that's in your fridge if it belongs to you, if you bought it. I don't know if you live with people or not, but if not, don't touch it. Okay, but if you're living by yourself, this goes for everyone. If you're living by yourself and you have a fridge full of still some food there, like eggs or milk or whatever, it's okay to finish it, but as you finish it, you should be feeling guilty and talking to yourself about what the animal went through. If you're drinking cow's milk, you're drinking and you say, I'm so sorry, little baby cows, that I stole this milk from you. Sometimes people just end up pouring it down the drain because when it really hits you, you're like, I don't even want it anymore. But if you have leather shoes, you don't have to throw them out. You can wear them until they are finished. If you have a car with leather seats, you don't have to throw out your car. Just wait until it wears out and then buy only vegan things going forward. So what do you have in your house right now that you think, do you live by yourself or do you live with others?
I live with my parents, but I actually started out as vegetarian and not vegan because I didn't really know a lot.
Right.
And I transitioned into being vegan, fully vegan, and not in kind of excluding all animal products.
Okay, but you said you weren't fully vegan when we started the conversation. So what is missing then?
I guess I just don't feel like I'm fully vegan because I don't really know a lot about it. I mean, I know I don't eat any products that include hurting animals and stuff.
But like, what
But
do
I
you
feel
eat?
like I need to know more.
What are the things that you eat still that you're not sure about? Thank you for the flowers on my hair. You might be next in line if you want to talk to me. You have to tap down below though.
I mean, I'm not sure about anything. I just feel like I don't know enough about being vegan. Like,
Okay, well, I don't think that's true. I think you do. You're a smart guy. You know if something comes from an animal. You read the ingredients. If there says eggs in there, why should you not buy it?
because it harms chickens.
Because the eggs were stolen, right?
Mhm.
They belong to the mother who laid them. You don't climb trees and steal eagle eggs. You don't go to a swan at the side of a lake and steal their eggs. You don't steal duck eggs, but you pay somebody to steal chicken eggs. It's wrong. So you know you're going to stop that. You read the ingredients. If it says eggs, you don't buy it. If it says milk, you don't buy it because of what happens in the dairy industry. Okay? Read this, please.
It's kind of to the right. I
Oh,
can't
sorry
really
about
see
that.
the top.
Sorry, because in front of my face, I can't see. All right, there you go. The dairy
The
industry.
dairy industry rapes mother cows, kidnaps their babies, murders the boys, steals their milk, repeats the cycle over and over because people keep buying milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream. Drink soy milk instead.
Right. Okay, so if you drink cow's milk, you're paying for all of this. If you eat anything that has any cheese in it, you're paying for all of this. Now, you sound like you're a good man, and I assume that you're against the exploitation of the female body, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then this is your vegan declaration day. You know how to be vegan. Tell me what I just taught you. And then you'll be able to tell others. Being vegan means that you don't, starts with the letter S.
Steal
You don't
stuff
steal.
from the animals.
Yeah, you don't steal anything from animals, okay? So when people ask you what does being vegan mean, you say, I don't.
Means you don't
You say to them, I don't
steal
steal anything
anything
from
from the
animals. Right. And then let's say, well, what do you mean steal? Okay, what are you going to say when they say to you, but eggs aren't stolen, they're right there in the store, or I bought them?
They were stolen from the mother who laid them.
Right. Okay, and what about milk? If somebody's eating cheese, what are you going to say? If they say, do you want some pizza on your, do you want cheese on your pizza or meat on your pizza? I know what you're thinking now. Oh shit, I never get to eat pizza again. There's vegan pizza. Okay, you're going to survive. You're a tough man. You can do hard things. Okay, you can sit up straight and be proud. You are here as a good man on this planet to protect the innocent. You are not a bully. You are one who are going to protect the animals from bullies. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to let you go while you think about that, okay? I can see that you want to be vegan, but you're also a bit scared. All right? So just remember this. Remember what you said. I asked you, how many more animals should be harmed before you decide to be a good guy and not hurt them? And you said 0. That's it. That's your answer right there. What you choose to do next is entirely up to you and integrity. Do you have integrity? If you do, you will be vegan immediately. Now, if by some reason you make a mistake, right? Don't say, fuck it all, and just go back to the old ways. Okay, that's just dumb. You make a mistake, you say, fuck, I made a mistake. Take your diary out. You write, dear diary, today I ate something with cheese in it. I couldn't resist. Now I feel like shit, but I promise to continue to be vegan. That's it, all right? Keep trying. We have everybody on YouTube here. I am so sorry if I'm ignoring you guys on YouTube. Let's see what you have. Beds are made by sheep, by the way. No, sheep cannot make beds. Sheep are not making. Somebody wrote, beds are made by the sheep. No, it's not what it is. First of all, a bed does not contain any sheep parts. If you buy a mattress, just make sure it is a vegan one. Same as pillows and blankets, make sure they don't have any animal products in them. It's really not that hard. All right, let's take a second now, guys. We're gonna do something, we're gonna have some fun. You're gonna write down vegan foods that start with the letter, different letters of the alphabet. I don't mind if you cheat and you look it up, okay? Vegan foods that start with the letter A. Go, you guys can do it. That's TikTok, YouTube. Vegan foods that start with the letter A. I'll start, asparagus. Vegan foods that start with the letter A. Apple, good. Asparagus, avocados. What do you guys have? Guys, a bunch of you wrote apple over here on YouTube. Almond milk. Yeah, almond milk is vegan because it has almonds in it and no animal product. All right, let's go to B. Vegan foods that start with the letter B. Vegan foods that start with the letter B. Write them down if you can think of it. Oh, someone wrote apricot. Okay, broccoli, good job. TikTok. YouTube, what do you got? Okay, somebody wrote broccoli. Something starts with the letter B. Blueberries, good job. Guys, we're doing letter C now. Vegans food. Oh, well, actually, you know what? We never said bread. I don't think anyone said beer. Yeah, most beer is vegan. Check, there's an app called Barnivore. There's an app called Barnivore. So you can just go on the app and look, type in the type of beer or wine that you are drinking, and it will tell you if it's vegan or not. Okay? Okay, C is for carrot. Good job, DJ. And cabbage, yes. Anything else? Chocolate is vegan as long as it has no cow's milk in it. Good job, guys. See? Lots of vegan foods, right? What else do we have? Anything else? Yeah, carrots, cherry. Yeah, cum, good one. That's vegan because it's given consensually. It's not stolen. Hopefully, don't steal it. Otherwise, it's okay. Corn, good. Nice. Cranberries, yes. Okay, another one. Vegan foods that start with the letter D. Think of some vegan foods that start with the letter D. What do we have? Durian. Riley, that is awesome. Durian is a fruit that not too many people have eaten. You must be vegan. You must be to write that. Dragon fruit. Good job, guys. Donuts. Donuts are vegan. Exactly. Just get the type of donuts with no egg and with no milk in them. Okay? You have to go to special stores usually to try to find them, but they do exist, or you can make them yourself. Vegan foods that start with the letter D is dates. Dates are high in nutrients. They're very sweet. So what you do is you cut them up in very tiny pieces and you put them in some food. They're very good for you, even though they're very sweet. Good job. Okay, vegan foods that start with the letter E. Thank you for saying you love me. Thank you. Vegan foods that start with the letter D. We said E. We're up to E. Eggs are not vegan. Vegan foods that start with the letter E is eggplant, which is not an egg. An eggplant is a big thing that's purple. All right, good job. What else do we have? Vegan foods that start with somebody wrote asparagus with an E. Asparagus starts with an A, but that was cute. Good try. Okay, vegan foods that start with the letter F. There's not really that many vegan foods that start with the letter F, but one of them is fenugreek, which is a type of leaf. Fish is not vegan. You should not eat fish because they are sentient beings. They want to live. How about the letter G? When you think of vegan foods that start with the letter G, I can think of one. Did anybody write this yet? Yes, grapes, exactly. And grapes are purple or they're green. Vegan foods that start with the letter G. Good job. Guy, I saw that out of the corner of my eye. I saw that you put a rodeo hat on my head, and I don't want that. I want nothing to do with the rodeo. Guys, keep on tapping on the screen. Look at that. Look at the number going up there. Look at that. Hold on. TikTok, let's take a second. Okay, put down everything. Take a second. As fast as you can. Let's tap on the screen, and let's get everybody here to share the live. There's a share button down there. Can you see it? Share the live or repost it to 5 people. You just press the share button and you just go tap, tap, tap. You press share, 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 or you press repost. All right, let me just see. I want to say thank you to those who are doing it. All right, got some shares here. Good job. Repost, you're going to see something yellow on the side here. If anyone sees the repost button, it's actually yellow. It's going to appear here on the side. Let me see if I see anybody reposting. Okay, X, you shared. Thank you. Thank you, Nintendo, for sharing. Thank you to Alicia, Bobby. Thank you for sharing. A repost by Coda. Repost by Blue. Good job. Thanks, guys, for helping me to save the animals. Keep going, reposting and sharing. Somebody says, play Pinky. No, please don't spam things like that, all right? I'm just going to put you in a timeout for 5 minutes because I don't want you to spam things for me to do for you. You can spam vegan things. For example, you can write out all of the different vegan foods names, like the images of them. You can spam that all you want. Okay? All right. YouTube, let me read a couple of your comments. If you're watching right now on YouTube, my eyes are focused on you for a second. If you want to write something, tell me now. Okay? I'm going to try to read your comment. Okay. Mike says hi. Hi, Mike. Somebody's putting, I don't know what that image was. Somebody says, is ginger vegan? Yes, because it is anything that's a fruit, a vegetable, a nut, all these things are vegan. A seed, pasta's vegan, most of it, some of them have egg in it, but mostly not. Keep on tapping on the screen, guys, on TikTok. Check this number out. All right, good job. I'll give you guys a job here. Somebody says they love spinach. Okay, Bobby, Jeremy, Simon, and Kyle, you guys are responsible for writing in the comments, plants don't feel pain. Okay, you too, Asher. Write down plants don't feel pain 5 times. Copy paste. Okay, you're gonna help teach the class. That goes for you, Braxton. You write the same, you write it down. Okay, type it, plants don't feel pain. Write it over. Good job. That's it, I saw it. You guys over here on YouTube, I want to give some jobs to you guys too to help teach the class. I want you guys to say, plants have protein. Okay, who's going to write it? Let me see. Okay, TTV, you're going to write, plants have protein. Okay, you can be a teacher. Yes, you can. You can help a lot. Plants have protein. Somebody else going to write it. Someone already did it. Hey, Sid, thank you. Good job. Sid, because you wrote it in such capital letters, I'm going to get you to write something else, okay? I want you to write plants have protein, and then I want you to put a bunch of little emoticons, the little decorations that are plants, all right? Do that, make your comment really big so it appears on the screen really big, and just keep copying and pasting that. We want to see lots of plants, lots of animals, okay? Lots of kindness here, lots of color in the comment section. All right, good job. Let's get to the next person here. Thank you guys for subscribing. Oh, hold on one second. I just have a super chat. It's about to run away. Hold on. The super chat says, God was blessed he didn't have magical powers. God was blessed he didn't have magical powers. Okay. I guess you think that, I guess you must be an atheist then. Hold on a sec. This is driving me crazy. You must be an atheist like me. Because if you don't think that God had magical powers, then you must be like me, where you don't believe that he actually created the earth. You don't believe that God created anything. Am I right, Charlie? Right? Okay. All right, let's go to somebody here. Who's next on the list here? If you want to jump to the top, guys, put an animal on the screen right now. Hey, Matt M., thank you for the 10 basketballs. Cute decoration. Thank you for more basketballs. And who else is doing that? We've got little kittens. That's cute. Thank you, Asher. Thank you for the 19 kittens. Oh, you're going for the world record. 24 kittens. Oh, Asher, thank you. Wow, that was kind. All right, let's keep going. We got somebody at the top of the list here whose name is Mama Coco. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to press on this person. They have 30 followers and no bio. It's probably somebody using a fake account. So let me just see if I'll go to somebody else instead. This person's name is Aurora. The person has 345 followers. And here's what they wrote. Live life your way. Aspiring author and psychologist. Well, I disagree with this person already. You should not live life your way. You should live life the ethical way. But let's talk to this person, Aurora. Let's see what Aurora has to say. Maybe she actually agrees with me, and maybe she just got mixed up.
Hi.
Hi, Aurora. Do you know how to read?
Ew.
Yeah? Okay, I'm going to read a card, and
Yes.
then we'll talk about you, okay? And what you think?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, this is a card on the series number. The card is number 2 in the series, and it says, why we say you were born vegan. Why we say everyone was born vegan. Did you hear me reading card number 1 before?
I did.
All right, okay. All right, is this okay for you?
Yes, ma'am. The good news is that you can return. Sorry. The good news is that you can return to your roots. You can be vegan again. It is not your fault that your parents shoved dead body parts down your throat. You trusted them and didn't know the difference between a mashed up carrot and a murdered cow. Sorry, someone's covering the rest of it. Your parents didn't know better. They just did what everyone around them else around them did. So don't waste time being angry with them. Just teach them what you know by watching important vegan documentaries together and Googling vegan recipes to share. When we know better, we can choose to do better. So let's choose to be vegan again, the way we were all meant to be all along.
All right. What do you think about that?
I think For a lot of people, that's very true.
Okay, which part is true?
I believe that as babies, we didn't actually know what we were eating. So obviously, our parents did that for us.
Mm-hmm. And?
And so we couldn't actually understand what we were doing at that point.
Right. So being vegan is not about food. It's an ethical stance against the exploitation of animals. Do you think it's okay to exploit other animals? Because we're animals too.
No, ma'am, I don't.
Are you vegan yet?
No, ma'am, I'm not. I actually had a few questions, if that's okay. Obviously, with all respect, I don't actually understand people that come on and be disrespectful. That's weird to me. But I did want to ask actual questions.
Okay. I just want to finish first, though. I just want to put this thought in your head, okay?
No problem.
Can you respect animals if you pay people to hurt them or steal from them?
I think no. If I'm going to be honest, no, probably not.
Okay. And you are somebody who is studying to be a psychologist right now, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in university or?
I'm taking a gap year, but I will be next year.
A gap year? Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
a gap year in which to become vegan. That's a very good choice. To learn about veganism and nutrition and everything that happens to the animals. The first thing you should do in your gap year to make sure that when you finish your gap year that you're ready to become a psychologist is watch this documentary. Can you read this card here?
All brave and smart people want to learn the truth. Therefore, all brave and smart people will watch Cowspiracy on YouTube.
Okay, that's Cowspiracy. Have you ever heard about that one?
I don't think so.
I often show the documentary that's called Dominion. It's important to watch. But Cowspiracy will teach you all about the dairy industry. It's pretty cool, actually. Talks about environmental reasons to be vegan as well. And also some ethical ones. Like this, there's people in here who had farms and they were breeding cows. And then they realized how terrible they felt giving them away to be hurt. And then some people turned their farms into sanctuaries where they just decided, I just cannot send them off to slaughter anymore. And I can't keep forcefully impregnating the females. It just felt wrong to them. So can you remember can you remember the name? Cowspiracy? Like a conspiracy, but Cowspiracy.
Right.
All right. So I think you should watch that. And then, because one day if you become a therapist, you're going to have vegan people coming in. And they're going to be suffering from something called dystopia. Have you ever heard of that term yet?
No, ma'am.
That's okay. So dystopia is the anguish of living vegan in a non-vegan world. There's a book, there's a psychologist. Do you have something you could write down? There's a psychologist who's vegan who wrote a book about the subject. It's very easy to read. Do you know what the word dystopia means?
No.
So a dystopic world is a fucked up world, like really scary, sci-fi type things, right? So
Okay.
dystopia starts with letter V. Can you write it down?
Yeah, I'm writing it.
Okay, so dystopia. It's a book by Claire Mann, psychologist Claire Mann, and she spells it C-L-A-A-R-E.
A-R-E.
And her last name is Mann, M-A-N-N. She's a psychologist in Australia, and she helps people who are suffering from dystopia. I'm someone who suffers from dystopia. So let's say I showed up in your office and you're my psychologist, okay? And I said to you, I can't stand the world. There's so many mean people eating animals, paying for them to have their heads cut off, and I don't understand how people can be so cruel. It's important that when you become a psychologist that you have empathy for vegans. And what you can do then is you can tell them, hey, I got a great book to recommend for you. And that's the book by Claire Mann.
Thank you. That's really helpful.
Yeah, and you know what? As you go through school, you can probably do some papers about that. You know how you have to write papers? Maybe you'll get your master's degree. You can write about that, and you could even interview her. It's going to be so totally unique because not many people are going to be talking about that subject.
Right. Would it be okay if I ask my questions now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So my first question is, vegans don't wear wool, right?
Vegans don't exploit animals, so they're not going to buy wool.
Okay, so one of my questions was, um, for sheeps and stuff, they do have to have their wool shaved during the summertime because of the fact that they're going to overheat if they don't. So I think my question is, why are we not buying wool as you guys as vegans because of the fact that they have to get that shaved anyway?
Okay, good question. Let's go back to what's happening to the sheep. Okay, now normally I would ask a bunch of questions and help you get to the conclusion yourself, but I'm just going to say it straight out, okay, for time?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, so sheep are bred into existence by humans. They're not out there in the fields making love. They are forcefully taken in the industry where they are killed as lambs for food, and in the industries where they are bred to make more and more wool. You understand how breeding works, right?
Yes.
You take two sheep who have a fair amount of wool, you put them together, and then the babies will have more wool, and then those babies will have more wool, till the point where they have all this wool. And then that was wrong because the sheep were raped and forced to be pregnant in the first place. Literally taken into a machine, hands tied, feet tied. It's so screwed up. When you see it, after you educate yourself, you're going to be like, what the fuck are we thinking? You're going to intuitively know this is evil. And then when people have all these sheep, they're like, oh no, look at all these sheep. Now we're going to have to shave them. But if they didn't create the sheep in the first place, would they need to be shaved?
No, I guess they wouldn't.
Right? It even gets worse than that. Because when they are breeding sheep to be eaten, there's this thing called mulesing. And what they do is, because there's fur, some wool at the back of them, and there's sometimes bugs can get in there, that would really all around the back. They literally take it and cut it off until you see the blood. It is so sad. Babies, lambs, they just take them, they go zzz, they just cut the whole layer of skin off their bums. No anesthetic. And even if they put them to sleep to do that, that would be wrong because it's for human consumption. You cannot call yourself a feminist if you're not vegan, because there's consistent exploitation of the female body and all kinds of bodies. So do you think that feminism is important? Is it important to treat women kindly?
Yes, I do.
Then you have to be vegan. I got so many other resources for you. Now I'm going to talk to you differently than I talk to other people because you sound polite and educated. So I'm going to give you a couple other names, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's somebody that helped me to become a vegan by reading stuff, and his name is Gary L. Francione. So Gary with and then initial L, Francione.
Francione, okay.
Okay. Now he is a lawyer and an ethics teacher. You might want to interview him one day too, as you go through your degree and try to understand the psychology of vegans. And honestly, we need more vegan psychologists on this planet because vegans are suffering a lot. Because you said it, you came to here to the live stream and you said you see how people are so mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you went deep into the psychology of that. Like, why would they do that? And how does it feel? Imagine you have kids one day, okay? Imagine you have a daughter and she's like 10 years old and you've raised her as a vegan. So from the moment you were pregnant, she was born, you only fed her healthy vegan foods and she's vegan, right? She loves animals, she doesn't want to hurt them. And then she goes to school. And then somebody holds a piece of bacon in front of her face, right? Or opens her sandwich. Ha ha, I'm eating a dead pig. Okay, now you have a daughter. What's your favorite girl's name?
Probably Amen.
Okay, so your daughter's name's Amen, okay? And she comes home from school and she's crying. She's like, I don't understand, Mommy. They were showing me, they're opening their sandwich, and I know that's a 6-month-old baby pig. Why are they so mean to me? They know that's going to upset me. Why are people like that? Why do moms and dads put dead animals in their kids' food? Right? Like, what would you say to your daughter? who's crying, you would probably try to comfort her and you'd say things like, well, people are just whatever, ignore them. But the fact of the matter is, if that happens often, that's really hard on your child. Now, does that mean that you should raise a child who's not vegan? Of course not. But you need to give your child the tools to cope with that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
so we need more vegan psychologists. And I suggest that that should be your mission. First, learn everything about it. Because you're a smart and kind person, you will become vegan. I know it. I want to give you a date that I think you should shoot for, okay? Do you know what the day that I became vegan?
I think it was June 17th. 27th. Okay.
Yeah, you got a few more days than that. It doesn't have to be June 17th. You got 27 days, all right?
27 days.
Knowing you, you'll probably be vegan before that, all right? But you can shoot for this day at least, okay? And you can say, I became vegan 10 years after Miss Katie. And we'll celebrate for the rest of our lives our same vegan declaration day. This gives you 27 days to watch all of the documentaries and to really understand it. And of course, any question you have, you can ask ChatGPT. You can say, start every sentence, as an ethical vegan, how do you answer this question? That way, anytime somebody asks you something for example, the wool, right? You'll
Right.
get the answer. That's why I created like 300 cards, because everything's in there, right? But so that way you'll really know the answers. You will be so freaking smart if you make this your decision for the next 27 days to study veganism every day, all day. Watch all the videos, binge watch. Go also to vegan food channels. Like, because then you'll get the recipe ideas, and food channels are easy because you're on TikTok, right? And you know the search bar above? You can type in healthy vegan recipes, healthy tofu recipes, healthy lentil recipes, how to make vegan lasagna, how to make vegan pizza. And you know people are so good at making videos nowadays, right?
Right.
So you're going to get amazing, beautiful videos at the same time as you're learning about why not to hurt the animals, and you're going to learn that in your head that it's best for you. You're going to be healthy. You can also start, I hope you're taking notes. I mean,
No, I am.
You Google vegan recipes. Okay, search vegan recipes, okay? And then also search vegan athletes. Like,
Okay.
you know what I love about people like you, and I wish everyone was like you, is that you're actually willing to be like, okay, I don't know, but I'm going to learn. Because think about what I've done, right? I've told you about the ethics, why, and you can research every animal and how they are terribly abused and how you don't want to do that. Then you're going to look up recipes. You're going to look up things for like how to keep your body strong. And a puppy's coming to lick me all over the face. Thank you, whoever did that. Who did that?
That was
Aw,
cute.
thank you. I needed that. I felt cute. I felt good. All right. Well, look, honestly, I've been talking to you for such a long time that like hundreds of people left because they're like, "Oh, I want to talk to her. No, she's not talking to me. I'm going to leave." But I really felt it was important.
Okay.
I really felt it was important to spend a decent amount of time with you because I would
Thank you.
I would love to work with you in the future as colleagues, like as equal. Because you could come to me and talk to me about your patients that you have, or you could ask me advice like, how do I advertise myself as a vegan psychologist? How do I get in touch with Claire Mann? You know what I mean? Like, you could even,
Right.
like, this could be such a great path for you. And I could tell when people come in and they're like, oh, I'm so sad, or whatever. I'll say, oh, find this person on TikTok. Like, she's going to help you. She's a vegan psychologist. And I'll put you in touch with the whole vegan community. In fact,
Oh, thank you.
in
Can I
fact,
say something before I leave?
yeah.
I just wanted to say I think you are such a good person for like spreading like this awareness, because as much as some people don't understand it, it is something that people do need to know about, as much as like people don't get it, understand, like they don't understand that it really is bad for the environment. I'm really glad that you're on here and you've been doing it for so many years. I used to watch your videos back in like 2020 when you were doing it. And so I literally had gotten this account and saw you had gone live a bunch of times, and I've been like joining. And I just wanted to say, like, I'm really, really happy that you do stuff like this.
Well, thank you. Thanks very much. And you know what? One day I'm gonna ask you, because this is another thing. In fact, if you ever do decide to get your master's and your PhD degree, I would like to work with somebody like you to understand people like you, okay? I'm not saying this in a bad way, all right? But think about it, right? You've been hearing me give the vegan message for 6 years, but you're not vegan
Yes, ma'am.
yet. I'm not blaming you, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blame me. What have I done wrong to not be able to convince a kind-hearted, intelligent person like you? Like, why didn't you become vegan in 2020? What did I do wrong? And every time I ask that question to multiple people, right, they just say, well, I don't know. I said, well, did you watch the documentaries I suggested? They're like, no. So one of the things, like, if I show Cowspiracy, for example, this is a way to become vegan. Like, once you start watching the documentaries, you can't not become vegan, but they just don't watch them. So it would be great to figure out, what did I do? As you know, sometimes I exaggerate things, and you probably see me playing my ukulele and
Yeah.
and yelling at
Yeah, I've seen those
and
videos.
yelling at people, right? I'm calling them pieces
Oh,
of
yeah.
shit. If you're a piece of shit, if you're not vegan, right? But this is how I got 1 million followers. And then when you have that, you have the stage and the ability to be like a chameleon and adapt to whoever you're talking to. So you see, I'm talking to you like we're equals, like we are both adults who are able to communicate with each other. But if I'm talking to somebody who just comes on and starts yelling the N-word and telling me to F off and they like eating bacon, what do I do?
Yeah, I don't understand those people.
What do I do with that, right? But there's so many of them.
Right.
But you're not like that. And it's,
No,
to
ma'am.
me, it's like a vacation. Like, wow, I get to talk to somebody.
I just believe that all people deserve respect and kindness, and unless shown differently, you should always treat people with respect until they show you that they don't deserve that respect.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about respect another time. Like, respect is an interesting word. Well, I guess we could get into it since hardly anybody's here anyway. It's just really you and I.
Right.
So respect is, to me, I know what you're saying, and I think I would rather use the word tolerate. We should tolerate everyone's opinions. We shouldn't be mean to them. I use the word respect as something else. To me, respect is that I respect somebody if I look up to them in some way. Like, I think, I want to be like you in that way. But otherwise, I just tolerate them. Like, I might not even know my neighbors. I don't have to respect my neighbors, but I should tolerate them. I shouldn't ever
Right.
not be mean to them, not be racist, all this stuff. So I kind of differentiate between those two words. Because I think respect is earned. I will respect you when you've done something that makes me think, oh, I really like that thing you did. Like, for example, right now, I respect you because I don't just tolerate you. I'm not just like putting up with you, but I actually like want to be like you because you are inquisitive. And I want to be more like that. Well, I am actually pretty much like that, but I want to maintain that. I always want to be curious,
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been great talking to you. Now, your name is Aurora, right? Is that your actual first
Yes,
name?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So why does it say Aurora official page 66? I'm curious.
Because I have a private account that I keep private, and then Aurora's official page is just like, it's my official page that I put out there and like post more professionally than I do on my private.
Okay. So, you know what I'm going to ask you probably. All right. Well, I'm going to say it anyway. You can open up lots of TikTok accounts, right?
Yes.
I would like you to think about this, okay? Think about having an account that's called Aurora Vegan Psychologist. You're not a psychologist yet, I get it. But just try to imagine in the future, right? Or even you can create it now and then be honest about it. Say, I'm not a psychologist yet, but I'm planning to be. I'm planning to be a psychologist and I'm planning to be vegan. And you can just, and you can start that. So when you come on here, right? If it says Aurora Vegan Psychologist, I'll be like, oh, it's her, right? I'll be like wanting to talk to you a lot easier. Or just, Vegan Psychologist Aurora. Or I think Aurora Vegan Psychologist is awesome. Already we know your name. We know you're vegan. And I think you will be vegan very soon. And psychologist, well, you're on your way. And then people will come to you. Anyway, it's something to think about. Start the account And just even write on your bio, say, not vegan yet, not a psychologist yet, but getting there. Like, so it's clear.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
as you get older, you erase that and you say, vegan now, psychologist now. You grow into that label.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you. Have a great one.
You too. Guys, that's the end of our live stream. I've been here for 60 minutes. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribed to the account. I'm really sorry. Actually, no, I can't do that. I can't. Some of you are still here. 228 people. Thanks for hanging out. I know I'm not paying attention to you guys. Thank you also on YouTube for hanging out. But I'll try to read some of your comments, okay? Message deleted by V. Oh, Richard's here. Richard, thank you so much. Richard, don't forget to, what you can do, Richard, is you can put people in timeout for like up to 5 minutes, okay? Don't put them longer than that because that I don't ban anybody, for example, but put them in a bit of a timeout if they're not kind. We can talk again on the phone if you want to, Richard, one day, okay? But thanks a lot for being here. So if somebody writes, let's see, God created vegans, God created vegans. Yes, if you believe in God, Hades, what does that have to do with anything? God created lions who murder baby zebras in front of their crying mothers. It doesn't make God good. God is just randomly doing stuff. What is this? I am Mongolian, so I can't be vegan. What in the heck does that have to do with anything? Of course you can be vegan. What kind of an excuse? I've never heard that. I'm Mongolian, therefore I can't be vegan. Why? Mongolians have to kick cats? Mongolians eat dogs? Mongolians have to stab animals in the throat? I don't think so. Don't be silly. Complete silliness. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Guys, if you want to say something, you want me to read your comment out loud, write it in a super chat right now. You guys on TikTok over here, it's time for you guys to all subscribe if you haven't yet done so. There's 239 of you. If you subscribe right now, I'm going to read your names out loud as best as I can. Somebody says, I'm sorry I have autism. Why are you telling us you're sorry that you have autism? There's nothing wrong with having autism, okay? You're just different. Nothing to be sorry about. And by the way, it's not an excuse to do anything. Let's see what we have here. Happened. Okay, I thought I heard something. Let's see. Somebody says, let me join, please. I spent so much money and I'm the top. Okay. Hey, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. To the person whose name, I'm going to just go in the list. I'll see who's there. Okay, X, cool. You want to say something? Okay.
Hello.
Hi. All right. I was about to leave, but I saw that you wrote something. What's up?
Nothing much. I just want to be get ready to be vegan.
You want to be vegan?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you watch this documentary? Thank you for the colors, Aurora. You made me so happy, Aurora. You see this? Did you? I don't know if you heard that I was talking to the young lady earlier. Did you hear our conversation?
Aurora?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you could watch the same documentary as her. What do you think?
Okay.
Can you take a picture of this? A screenshot?
Yeah.
Okay. You can watch this. Watch it with somebody else, Cowspiracy. It's a really interesting story. They talk about the environment and they talk about animals and how it's important to protect them. You want to be smart like Aurora?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Anything else you want to say? Where are you in the world, by the way? I'm here in Italy and it's 6:30 in the morning.
California, and it's 6:29 at night.
No.
Yeah.
No, California is not 12 hours away from here. What time is it? Really?
It's 6:27. Yeah. It's Sunday still.
I'm going to check the internet. It's impossible. I thought you were 9 hours away from me. Not 12. Are you sure? Am I
Yeah,
going
it's
crazy?
at night right now.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm going to ask. What time is it right now in California? Boop. Right now in California, it's 9:30 at night. Not you said 6:30.
Or sorry, 9:27.
Yeah. Right, because
Sorry,
here.
I got my words mixed up.
Okay, that makes sense. You're 9 hours before me. I'm 6:30 in the morning, and you are still Sunday night. Okay, that makes sense. For a second there, I thought, did I get this wrong all these years?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what stage are you at with your vegan journey?
0. I just ate steak today, and I kind of feel bad.
All right, well, you're learning. How about you can also be on vegan journey? You can be vegan on June 27th. That gives you 27 days to practice and to get ready and learn. Are you willing to learn?
Yeah.
All right, so watch this documentary first, okay? It's really important to start to learn the facts. It's just to sit back, watch a movie, eat an apple while you watch, and come back tomorrow or later today. Are you going to school today?
Or tomorrow, yeah.
All right. Well, you probably don't have time to watch it tonight because you have to go to bed, but I suggest that you hang up and try to watch it. Or at least tomorrow. And after you've watched it, come to the live and tell me what you learned or what you felt. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. And then maybe you and Aurora can become friends because you watched the same documentary. It's great. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for coming. Anybody else want to watch this? And if you want to watch this documentary, maybe you guys can start a little club together. All the new people who are educating themselves, you guys can be friends together. Somebody said, is secondhand wool vegan? That's a really interesting question. It's a really interesting question because vegans don't exploit animals, so we don't buy them. We don't use them in general. But if there's, let's say your grandma made a blanket and she made it and it's 25 years old. And then she dies and gives it to you. Should you throw it out? Even if it has wool in it? You know, that's a tough one. I just can't see how that's helpful. You're not helping the animals by throwing it out because it's already your grandma made it. And you know what I mean? So I tend to think that the most important thing is that we just do our best not to buy any animal products going forward. But obviously, if your grandma dies and she leaves you this big fur coat, and it's so obvious that it's a whole bunch of dead animals, and you walk around like that, like you look at me, I'm some sort of rapper with this big fur coat on in Florida, like it's different. I think you get it. Do you guys understand what I mean? I think so, right? You're smart enough to get that. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for being vegan. Thank you for writing that. Somebody says something about this. How to make my dog vegan. Your dog doesn't like vegan food. That's because your dog's spoiled. Okay, what you do is you get vegan food, you buy it online, and you gradually start it in there. Okay, you got your old food, dog food, full of all dead animals, and then you got your new bag of vegan food. Start to introduce a little bit at a time. Mix it up so your dog eats everything. Over time, you get rid of your old dog food, and your new dog food is all the dog has. Your dog, because your dog is hungry, will eat the vegan food. And now, okay, the thing is, my dog never had trouble. I literally, the first day, put down vegan dog food, and she just ate it all in one shot. Every brand, she doesn't care. But if your dog is picky, then that's what you can do. Just introduce it gradually, and then never buy anything else. Your dog will get hungry enough to eat it, and your dog will get used to it. Just like some people can get used to drinking beer, which tastes disgusting, you can get used to anything. I used to hate broccoli, and now I crave it. Okay? So your dog will get used to the vegan dog food, and your dog will learn to love it, and your dog will be excited when the vegan dog food comes. Same as vegan cats. You can do that same thing, okay? Can we say hi to Bella? Plants have protein. Where's Bella? She's not here. I think my mother-in-law took her out for a walk. Yeah. Besides, you know what? I don't like to put Bella on camera that often. Do you know why? She doesn't understand what a camera is. My dog doesn't understand that a camera is, I mean, I'm talking to people. When she hears me talk, you know how we all talk to animals with a baby voice? Like, hey, Bella, like that. So if I talk to Bella in that voice, then she's gonna think I'm talking to her. But meanwhile, I'm also talking to you guys, and she's confused. And I don't like to put her on camera because she always, I get the feeling she feels like exploited somehow. Like she's just like, why are you filming me? Like, get this out of my face. Like, just pay attention to me. Let's go play. That kind of thing. So, I mean, I do film her sometimes to show you guys. But in general, I don't want to use my dog as a prop to objectify her to be here on YouTube or TikTok. That's just how I feel. The type of dog she is. She's giving vibes like just, I don't want to be a star. Some dogs are like, you know, just they're super energetic and happy, and other vegan dogs, Bella's very content, but she's like an old soul. You know, she's just like checking things out. She doesn't get too excited about anything. She loves to run and chase the ball, then she gets excited. But generally, she's just kind of, she's 11 and a half. She's seen stuff in her life. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Thanks for coming in, guys. I'll see you guys in a couple of hours when I do another live, okay? Big hugs to you guys. Everyone for striving to be as vegan as possible. Really love hanging out with you guys. And I'll see you guys later.